The Hookman. This is a story from 1956. It takes place in a small town in America where Sophie and her boyfriend, Henry, lived. They both loved each other very much and spent every moment they could together. One day, after coming home from college, Henry went to meet Sophia at her house and told her,
"Sophia, today my dad's left his car at home, and he's gone out of town for a business trip. You gotta make up some excuse tonight so we can take the car for a long drive together."
Okay, I will.
Sophia and Henry were driving near a forest. Music is playing on the radio. Suddenly, a man appears in front of them. The man didn't have a hand, but rather a steel hook for his hand. The man was standing there, dressed in a black cloak, and looked like a black shadow. Sophia screams upon seeing the man, and Henry immediately slams on the car's brakes. The both of them are greatly scared.
"Are you all right, Sophia?"
Yes, I'm fine, Henry. But who was that man?
"I have no idea. He was standing in the middle of the road. You wait here, I'll go and take a look."
No, let it go, Henry. Let's leave this place. We shouldn't stop here.
Okay, let's go.
Henry parks his vehicle near the forest, and romantic music is playing on the radio.
What is this, Henry? Why did you park here?
Oh, so we could have a good time together.
Henry takes Sophia's hand and gets close to her. As they embrace, there's a loud noise over their car, as if someone has beaten a hammer on it. There's a sound of scratching. Sophia covers her ears and says,
What's happening, Henry? Let's get out of here.
Strangely, the car will not start when Henry tries to start it. He attempts to try and start the car 2 or 3 more times. Finally, it starts, and Henry puts the pedal to the metal and tears out of there with wheels screeching against the pavement. The young couple hears an announcement on the radio in the midst of the fearful silence.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled broadcast to give you a news. We have just come to learn that the Hookman has once again returned to the city, and he is preying on local youth as his victims. So take care and be cautious.
On hearing the announcement, Sophie was clearly shaken. Fear was clearly evident on her face. Henry asks her,
"What happened, Sophia? Who is this Hookman, and why did you begin shivering as soon as you heard his name?"
You don't know, Henry. You came to this city a few years ago. 10 years ago, in 1946, my aunt's daughter Anna and her boyfriend went on a hike. They camped on the hill by themselves and set up a tent. As they both went to the tent, Anna heard a voice, and she was a little scared. When both of them saw the shape outside, a man was standing in front of their tent, very scary and evil looking. His hand nails were long. His eyes were an eerie red, and one of his hands was made up of a steel hook.
"I will not let the two of you go, or you will kill every loving couple."
Anna's boyfriend got angry after hearing this, and he attacked the Hookman. But Hookman stabbed him in his neck and hooked him in the face, and the boyfriend died on the spot. Anna was running away from him when Hookman hit Anna's neck and punches her and stabs her in the face. My sister fainted, and when she came to her senses, she returned to the house injured. After all this, she's not been able to recover for dating. She stays in her room, neither talks to anyone, nor does she agree to ever get married.
But who is this Hookman, and why would he do this?
Such incidences were increasing rapidly in the city. Couples were murdered every day. We don't understand who the Hookman is, why he was doing this, and to this very day, we've not been able to figure out who he is.
Sophia is telling Henry all this, and suddenly his vehicle is attacked again, as if someone is hitting the vehicle with a hammer.
Henry, hurry up. Let's go to my house.
Then Hookman broke the glass of the car with his hook. The lava of blood dripping from his red eyes, his pointed teeth, and his terrible face. He dragged Sophia out of the car with the hook. Henry quickly tried to strike Hookman by getting out of the car. But Hookman strikes with his hook on the young man's face, and Henry's face turns red with blood. He starts screaming in pain, and he dies. Sophia runs off to save her life.
I will not let anyone live. I will surely not let anyone live. I will kill everyone in this city, and no one will be able to succeed in love. Nobody.
Sophia runs away to her Uncle John. Her uncle is a paranormal activist. She tells them the whole story.
Why has he come back? Uncle, why does he want to kill everyone? He killed Henry too. I'm so scared.
My dear, first of all, you should drink some water. I know what happened to Anna, and now it has come back, which means all of you youngins are in danger now.
But why is he killing all of the young people?
It's said that 50 years ago, a boy named Kevin Hook lived in this city. He was a blacksmith. Kevin loved a girl, but he could not marry that girl, for the girl's father was very rich. They broke Kevin's love with his money, and to keep Kevin away from his daughter, he cut off one of Kevin's hands and beat him severely. Kevin nearly died. It is said that he made the hook for himself and applied it to his own hand. Now he kills every loving couple and comes to this city every 10 years and does the hunting, and everyone calls him Hookman.
Uncle, I have to avenge Henry's death with this Hookman. He has also ruined my sister. I will not leave him be. Please help me.
Okay, I'll help you.
Sophia stands near the forest with her friend Peter and is waiting for Hookman.
Sophia, I am so scared. What if Hookman kills me?
Nothing will happen. Have faith.
Sophia hugs Peter, and suddenly strong winds blow mightily through the forest. Sophia sees Hookman standing in front of her, the blood dripping from his hook, and blood raging in his eyes.
I said I'd kill every lover.
Hookman reaches out his hand and grabs Peter's leg with the hook and hangs him on a tree.
I will not leave anyone, not leave anymore.
Hookman reaches with the other hand and lifts Sophia by the neck. Sophia suffocates, and at the same time, Uncle John, who was hidden behind a tree, appeared, and he put a locket around Hookman's neck. Hookman's strength started to decrease. He started to groan loudly. His hook fell off from his hand, and he slowly disappeared into the air. And thus, the end of Hookman.